Universities have reignited a debate over higher education financing, urging Parliament to restore a student-centered funding model that allows government sponsorship to cover both public and private institutions. Framing the appeal as a matter of fairness, innovation and equal access, they're also protesting tax measures they say are choking institutions already grappling with financial strain. Here is Anne Musungu with the details.
Private universities are calling for a policy reversal that will let government funding follow students wherever they choose to study, public or private. In a fresh petition to lawmakers, the institution argues that fair finance approach will unlock innovation, boost research and secure the long-term sustainability of Kenya's higher education sector.
If a student chooses to go to whichever university, whether they are private, because they are a Kenyan student, as the chair rightly noted at the beginning, then the money should follow them. It should not be that we are categorizing these as public, we are categorizing these as private. We should treat all institutions the same.
The proposal mirrors a 2016 policy introduced during former President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, which allowed government-sponsored students to enroll in both public and private universities. However, under the funding framework rolled out in 2023, only students attending public universities qualify for both government scholarships and loans, while those admitted to private institutions are limited to loans alone. Lawmakers, however, challenged the proposal, questioning the wisdom of sending government-funded students to private universities when public institutions already offer similar courses and have sufficient capacity. They argued that limited public resources should first strengthen public universities before being extended to private ones.
Collected from the government, from the public. Yet you want to put a case that we have students in private universities who are Kenyan students, yes. I'd like you to speak on the issue of accountability and how can we be sure public funds sent in private universities have been put in the right course.
Speaking when he appeared before the National Assembly's Education Committee, Kenya Association of Private Universities chairperson, Professor Stephen Mbugua, defended the plan, insisting that government funding should follow the student, not the institution. Argued that educational support must respect learners' choice, ensuring fairness, access, and across all options.
We plead with Parliament to engender or entrench a legislation to the effect or accommodate the principle that money should always follow a student.
The association also appealed to Parliament to halt the taxation of tuition fees, describing the practice as illegal and detrimental to already strained institutions. KAPU Secretary Edwin Simiyu criticized the Kenya Revenue Authority's aggressive efforts to collect taxes on tuition income and called for a clear exemption policy to protect universities and their students. And Musungu, KTN, Nairobi.
Health Cabinet Secretary Aiden